Now, when we enter October, we're also jumping into our fourth and final quarter. And those of you that are familiar with the $20 million referral system, we have lists of quarterly events and gifts. You can see those here. Some of these you're going to want to do earlier in the quarter. So if you're going to do a family photo event, especially if that's going to be outside, that's going to be something you're probably going to want to do earlier in the quarter, where the rest of them can come along at any point in time or a little bit later. Pick a date, pick that date today, put a budget in there today, and start working on this. You can download the standard operating procedures, the instructions for hosting each one of these events from the link below or from the QR code. Super easy to execute by just following those instructions. And as a bonus, something that you can is, again, super easy to do, doesn't take a ton of work or effort. And this is something that you could really do anytime, doesn't have to just be in the final quarter, and that is free coffee Friday. So here's the idea: pick a coffee shop to work from on a Friday morning. Invite your sphere to meet you there from a certain period of time. It's 8 to 10 or something. And during that time, if they come and meet you, you will buy them their cup of coffee to get their day going and get started. Have a little bit of business related take-home material there for them, something to give them, something of value. And then you can either keep the same location or rotate it to a new coffee shop on different Fridays. You could do this monthly, whatever you choose to do. Maybe coffee's not your thing. Maybe you like, tropical smoothies. We'll come up with something clever around that and do the same sort of thing. It just creates those one-on-one interactions, or at the very least, it shows your sphere you're thinking about them, you care about them, and you get credit for that invitation. Another alternative to this one, you can get branded Starbucks gift cards, branded whatever, coffee gift cards, $5 a piece. Send out 20 of them a month. Over the course of the year, you can hit a sphere of 240 people, each person getting a personal gift. So that might be something you want to continue or consider as a spin off of this idea. It doesn't cost you much more than $100 plus stamps for each month. Anybody can afford to do it, and I promise you, you'll reap the benefits. So give this one a try. All right, and if you're unfamiliar with any of that I just talked about, any of the $20 million referral formula, you can download your launch kit at 20-mr.com, and there is the QR code right there. Get you ready to go. All right, few minutes left here. We have been working over the past 4 months to design your environment to make good habits obvious and visible. And again, that's all based off of James Clear and his Atomic Habits. So, and we've been doing that through our top pro office observations, because we know success leaves clues. So these are all photos and observations from actual agent offices out there, top performing agents. And here's what we've been seeing and covering this time. So items of motivation and education. So whether it's quotes, whether it's above the line and below the line thinking to keep our minds right, whether it's vision boards, whether it's training materials. We see Buffini in here, whether it's books on marketing or real estate specific or whatever it might be, or simply reminders. And I see that even the Dale Carnegie 30 principles are in there as well, just about how to interact and deal with people. So surround yourself with these things to keep your mind right. I love today will be a good day, because sometimes we need those reminders because it can be a struggle. So Zig Ziglar said, people often say motivation doesn't last. And he says, well, neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily. So put these things in front of you. Lou Holtz said, ability is what you are capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do, and attitude determines how well you do it. And then on the learning side of things, or the education side, once you stop learning, you start dying. That's what Albert Einstein had to say about it. And Henry Ford said, anyone who keeps learning stays young. Sounds like some great results to me from putting those things in our environment and really designing it so that it makes those good habits possible. And we saw in there that we had a book, or we saw some Dale Carnegie quotes in there, the top 30 things from Dale Carnegie. And so that inspired me to go back and reread his famous book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And if you haven't picked it up before, you need to. If you haven't read it for a while, I recommend you grab it again. You can even see Warren Buffett on the cover there said, Carnegie changed my life. And for all of us who are in an industry where our primary goal is to build relationships with people, this book is just pure gold, and pick it up and it will change everything for you.